Morning and welcome from Don Muang International Airport in Bangkok. I'm just in Terminal 2 at the moment, which is the domestic side of the airport. But I'm really impressed. I haven't been out of this airport for years really, and it's had a nice refurb and I think it looks really good. This was the first airport I ever flew into when I first came to Thailand in 2001, I think it was. But it's hard to believe that then this was the only international airport the country had, because it is quite small, and I can sort of remember the old 60s and 70s style carpets that sort of resembled a lava lamp that were everywhere, but everything else was just like concrete and really tired then with horrific traffic. But I think the refurb's gone really well. I know the international side is better than this as well, but all the airlines that fly from here are budget airlines, even the ones at international, so it's all sort of like Thai Smile, Lion Air, Air Asia, Nok Air, so they are all the sort of cheaper airlines. We can get some cracking deals. We just got a return flight to Ranong. It's in the southwest coast on the Andaman Sea, just on the way to a few islands, and it was only like £80 return. By the time you put 20 kilo baggage onto it, it was £100 a piece, so it is well priced. And it's a Monday morning, and I'm surprised like how well you can get in and out of the terminal now. With the traffic, it was pretty painless. But I sort of think that when you move to Thailand from the west, you have plans on, visiting everywhere and getting about, but I've sort of found that I've just been that busy with work and other projects that I've got on that I've just not had time, so we decided that once a month I'm gonna make an effort to get away and visit some new places and visit some old places that sort of we enjoyed when we were younger. Maybe a bit of a trip down memory lane, a bit of a nostalgia thing. But we're just on the way to an island called Koh Phayam, which is not far from Ranong, and also a sea border to Myanmar. And it's an island I've never been before, and they sort of reckon it's sort of like Koh Phangan and Koh Tao used to be back in the day. So I'm hoping it'll resemble the islands that I used to love when I was in my early 20s. So 100% give this place a try if you wanted to leave Bangkok, and don't just be sucked into the going through swampy international, because like I say, it's really quiet. The check-ins were pretty good. The international check-ins were a little bit busier. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, and for the price and the destinations that you can visit, I think it's somewhere where I'm going to start using a little bit more to get around Thailand, and also if you want to fly a bit further afield like Singapore and places like that, you can fly there as well. So I'll leave it there, and then hopefully I'll stitch a video of landing in Ranong military air base. I presume it's still a military air base. It was when I went many years ago, and I'll see how much that has changed since last time I was there. Just landed now, and it was only an hour flight. And from what I remember though, I'm sure it used to be a military air base, but there doesn't seem to be any signs of any military aircraft. Possibly they have closed it down now, but I thought it would still be quite a important strategic location with it being so close to Myanmar, but there's no signs. But it was a decent flight. Like all Thai flights, a little bit on the cold side, but We'll head to town now and see if we can get a boat over to Koh Phayam. So, from the airport to the little pier to Koh Phayam was about 20 minutes. 500 baht for the ticket from the airport, including ferry. I had a bit of a problem when we got here. It's low season now, so the ferries finish at 2. So this is for the last ferry, but they said it was full, so I just had to grease somebody's palm with an extra 100. And I managed to get tickets. It's a little bit annoying, but if not, it'd have been a night in Ranong. And I don't really want to spend a night in Ranong at this end of it and lose a day on the beach. So, but it's worked out right. So hopefully, in 40 minutes' time, we should just be pulling up at the beach. So we have just arrived in Koh Phayam with a quick stop off in Koh Chang to let some other passengers off. Or some people call it Koh Chang Noi, so this is this island here, not to be confused with the Koh Chang that's towards Cambodia. But to be honest, it wasn't a bad journey really. 40 minutes-ish. Sea's good, nice and calm. Was expecting a little bit of bad weather, but there's not a cloudy sky really. So next stop for us now, I think we'll get to where we're staying first, and then I'll get a motorbike unless there's a decent deal. A decent deal on way around, but I'd rather get a motorbike, I think, from the bay that we're staying. So it just makes it a bit easier for when we leave. But yeah, the sea looks brilliant as well. It was a little bit milky when we came out of Ranong, but I know there's a lot of rivers and a lot of estuaries that are leading in just at Ranong. And previously when I went to Koh Chang, the water was a little bit milky as well. It was really clean, but just not as clear as sort of when you're around places like Koh Tao and Lippe. But it still looks great, doesn't it? It's still going to be perfect for a swim on the morning. Right, we'll head to Buffalo Bay, where we're staying. Maybe quite fitting for me, that Buffalo Bay. And we'll see what accommodation's like. But first impressions to say, this is the working area where all the fishermen seem to be and all the boats come on the pier. I'm well impressed, it looks great. Everything's super easy so far, with no prior booking anything, you know, really. That little bit of an hiccup getting the ferry. I definitely then recommend booking ferry, to be honest. You don't want to be turning up and worrying about not getting on the boat. But yeah, I'm loving this already. This is great. This is sort of the scenes that made me fall in love with Thailand, the island life, the beach vibe, the music. the beach food, renting motorbikes, riding around, having a smoke, maybe experience a hot tropical mushroom shake. But yeah, I'm really happy that we decided to come for a break. I love Bangkok. I think it's a great city, you know, and it's needed for work for most people. But if I'm honest, for me it's all about the beaches, it's all about the islands, the mountains, and I'm super happy already to be here. And finally at the resort, it were only a few minutes to get through the island, and this is what 4,000 baht for 3 nights gets you. It's only, you know, obviously it's beach life, isn't it? It's only quite simple. Toilet, western shower. An aircon, I'm quite surprised there's aircon. I'm not sure if it works, I've not tried it yet. But most places like this, you know, you normally only get a fan room. But so it was 3,700 baht for 3 nights, and this is Buffalo Bay. But that's less than 100 British pounds. 3 nights, and it is, you know, it's beachfront, it's perfect, it's really nice. The staff are really nice. They all seem to be from Myanmar. They all speak really good English. She was really helpful, the girl. Oh, there's a snake there, madness. Can see that little boy in there. Yeah, so it's pretty on the wildlife. But yeah, what a cracking beach that is, man. That is a banging beach. You know, and there must be, if you want to go for a walk, I think there's like, I'm sure this beach goes on for 5k. But I love it. Yeah, I like that old school vibe. It's so quiet, it's out of the way. On the night though, I think a few places get a bit lively. I don't know if you can see in the distance, but that pile of wood fashioned into the shape of a boat, that's apparently the hippie bar. And it's an adults only bar, so I presume it's somewhere where people like to go and party. But yeah, what a cracking beach. Sea looks amazing, and for £100 for 3 nights for 2 people, like, you can't go wrong, can you? It's perfect. So time for a quick shower and a bite to eat. More than happy.